If you cannot measure it, you cannot improve it. Hi, my name is Isfhan Ahmed, and I'm the creator of Burger API framework. And today, I'm really happy to announce that our new version of Burger API framework is published on NPM and it's ready to use. Although the project is under active development, you should not use in production yet, but you can still see like we are making progress. So let me show you what has been changed so far. So if you remember my last video, which I posted something around last month, so if you saw that video, so you can see that this is our old website. So when I create Burger API framework, so I have no idea like how to create a proper documentation for our framework. But now, after doing a lot of research, I found out like there are multiple framework available which we can use to create proper documentation. So now this is our new website, which is a proper documentation website. We are using Docusaurus behind the scene, which is a framework for creating documentation. So now if you click on the docs, so you have a newly written proper docs where you can see how you can install, how you can create a new app, what are the core concepts, what are the new configuration that you can do, how you can create the routing, how you can handle the middleware and schema validation. Everything is there. So this is our new documentation as well. So let's talk about what I've been working so far, right? So first of all, when I create this framework, I thought it's fast, and when I start doing the benchmark with the autocannon, and it is fast, it is, but then I find out like the tool that I'm using, which is autocannon, is not as fast as Burger API, or you can say like Bun HTTP server. So let me show you some benchmark with the older version. So here on the screen you can see that on port 1000 I'm running a server which is Express server. On port 2000 I'm running a Hono server. On port 3000 I'm running Elysia.js, and on 4000 I'm running a Burger API, which is the older version. So let me run the benchmark then. So it will take us some time. So these are my CPU configuration, but by the way, you can see it is not going to utilize all 8 the core, because you know like how the JavaScript works. So it is going to use single core for now. So let me show you the benchmark. So right now it is basically creating a benchmark for Express, Hono. Now it's on the Elysia, and after that it went to the Burger API. So when I created the Burger API framework, that time my competition is with the Express.js. And if you see the benchmark, and which you can see here on the screen, yeah, so you can see that the 0, which is a burger bun with Express, is taking 12,000 requests per second. This is the latency, this is the 99 latency, and this is the throughput. And if you see the last one, which is the Burger API, which is taking 19,000 requests, which is more than 12,000. That's mean Burger API is fast. But what about the other? The Hono is also using Bun, and Elysia is also using Bun. So if you see here, Hono.js is faster than Burger API, and Elysia is faster than Hono, right? So that's mean Elysia is on number 1. So this is the moment like when I thought like I created something, but now I need to start working on the optimization. I know that premature optimization is not a good thing, but I thought let's think again and let's start doing everything again. So now let me show you our new framework benchmark. So behind my head there is a server running. So let me go to the actual folders, cd dot cd, and let me go to the right folder. Now if you see behind my head, so you can see that this is basically the new Burger API version, which is basically, if you go on our docs here, you can see the new version is basically 2.3, right? 0.2.3. So let's back to the benchmark and let's run the benchmark again with the new Burger API framework. Again, this time Bun with Express is taking 15,000 requests. Hono is taking 25,927 requests per second. Elysia is again taking a lead over the Hono.js, which is taking 27,623, right? 623 requests. This is the latency and this is everything. And now you can see that Burger API is taking 28,000, which means it's fast, right? And now I can see, like, you can feel proud because Burger API is faster than all ready available framework. But again, I'm not going to claim that Burger API is better than this Hono and Elysia.js. And the reason is that they have a very large ecosystem. And the reason for is that they are the pioneer in this field, right? So they are the first. But now, what are the future plans? So now I'm going to basically work on the creating the whole ecosystem. So give you the idea like how I'm going to move forward with this framework. So I'm going to give you like all the pre-built and middleware and other stuff like Hono and Elysia is offering right now. So this is my next goal. Other than that, I'm also going to create a CLI and other stuff for you, which you can find out on the documentation side as well, which is coming and which is not, WebSocket and other stuff. So you can see this is a very proud moment for us. As a Pakistani framework, Burger API is taking a lead. So let me show you some other cool stuff inside this. So if I go inside the code and let's run some, let me show you the actual Elysia.js code. So right now, Elysia is basically, we are calling a simple API and which is basically returning a message called hello world. And it's similarly all the APIs that we have running in the so far is also returning a message and hello world. Burger API is also fast in terms of handling the middleware. So let's say if I open this middleware, right, for Elysia.js, let me open the logger for this as well. So let me open the logger, and it's also the same like, same like everything. I have changed the middleware architecture as well. So let me make a little bit zoom so you guys can easily see. So now you can, instead of calling a next method, you can return undefined, which basically mean all good. You can basically write simple return and return undefined, which is basically the equal thing. You can check out the docs to understand like how the new middleware architecture is going to work. And we still have both route specific and global middleware. So I'm not going to take so much time. So let me just pause the screen and quickly change everything. Okay. So here is I enable all the middlewares. You can say like global middleware, which is basically doing the same thing, which is basically creating a variable and adding a random number with 2 and basically log that number and calling the next middleware. So this is the Hono, this is the Express.js, which basically is kind of like similar to Hono, and this is the Burger API, and this is the Elysia. So let me save all files and run the server again. So I'm going to pause the video and basically run the benchmark again. So going to save some time. So you can see that right now it is benchmarking the Express.js. So you can see there are a lot of random numbers showing because on the middleware level, what we have do basically we log the 2 plus random number. So now it is basically benchmarking for Hono.js, and now after that is basically move to the Elysia.js, and the last one is our Burger API framework. You can see behind my scene numbers are changing. That basically means like Burger API middleware is working right now. So now you can see that how much a single console.log impact on performance. So if you remember like previous numbers like 25,000 requests per second and 30,000 requests per second, but now you can see the difference of by just adding one console.log. So that's mean, let's say whenever you are working on any app, regardless of Burger API, Hono and Express, make sure to remove all the unnecessary console.log message because it's affect your performance, right? It is not something like that is basically going to affect on Burger API. You can see that every framework is going to affect because of that one extra console.log. So now if you see here, so you can see that Express is taking 5,000. Now Hono is basically taking the 6,262, and Elysia is taking 6,892, and again Burger API is taking a lead here, 7,071. So that's mean this is not just a simple framework which is basically doing the same thing that all doing. Burger API is now officially fast and you can basically give it a try. And here is the new version. You can basically download through our new documentation. So if you go and click on the installation, you can see how you can create a new project and everything. So that's pretty much. I think I have taken so much time of your guys. So one last thing that I forgot to mention before saying goodbye, I want to show you something. So if I go on a version and click on here 0.14, which is the basically version that I show you like kind of like last month. So you can see the unpacked size is basically 99.6 KB and its total file is 29. But if I show you the latest version, you can see that the file size is also decreases. You can see now the package is more faster with lesser code and lesser size. So you can see that 24.1 KB is the new size of the framework. So let's hope for the best for the framework, and thank you so much for your time to watching this so much detailed video, and I hope that it make all the developer proud, because as a Pakistani this is something new that we are basically getting hands on. So let's see what future hold for us. So thank you so much for your watching this video, and this finally let's say goodbye, Allah Hafiz, take care, peace.